Brian Thomas Littrell is an American singer-songwriter and occasional actor, best known as a member of the Backstreet Boys. He is also a contemporary Christian recording artist and released a solo album, Welcome Home, in 2006. Brian has 4 top 20 solo singles in the U.S. Christian chart. Littrell was also a judge for the 8th Annual Independent Music Awards to support independent artists' careers. Early life: Littrell was born in Lexington, Kentucky, United States. He is an older brother, and is the cousin of fellow Backstreet Boys member Kevin Richardson. He first started to sing in the choir of Porter Memorial Baptist Church in Lexington. Music was always important to him, and he originally planned on entering school to become a music minister. While a junior in high school, Littrell changed plans and accepted the offer to join what became the very successful vocal harmony group, the Backstreet Boys. Littrell was born with a heart defect that brought him several times into hospital with life-threatening conditions for 2 months alone when he was 5 years of age because of a bacterial infection. An open heart surgery in 1998 closed the hole he had in his heart, as he said on his Hour of Power interview in 2007. After that he founded the Brian Littrell's Healthy Heart Club for Kids, a non-profit organization that assists children with heart conditions through medical, financial and practical help. In October 2009, Littrell became infected with the H1N1 virus, causing the cancellation of the Backstreet Boys' This Is Us promotional tour. Career: Backstreet Boys. Brian's cousin Kevin Richardson called on him to join the Backstreet Boys. After the joining of Brian Littrell, the quintet officially took shape. In the beginning, there was no success in the United States, even though the first single had been a hit on Orlando radio stations. The band manager Lou Pearlman marketed the Backstreet Boys in Europe, where they became commercially successful in 1995. They became hugely popular in Europe, Latin America and the United States in the late 1990s and the early 2000s. During this time they released 4 albums, Backstreet Boys, Backstreet's Back, Millennium and Black and Blue, followed by a greatest hits album, The Hits, Chapter 1. After a 3-year gap, they released their comeback album, Never Gone, followed by Unbreakable, This Is Us and In a World Like This. In 1997, Littrell was instrumental in bringing a lawsuit against the group's managers Lou Pearlman and Transcontinental, claiming that Pearlman has not been truthful about the earnings made by the group. In the following year, McLean, Richardson and Dara joined the lawsuit, which eventually resulted in a number of settlements, details of which were not disclosed. Christian music. For a long time, Littrell had wanted to record Christian music, what he calls pop-positive music. His first solo album, Welcome Home, was released on May 2, 2006, which, like the Backstreet Boys projects, is a Sony BMG release. The album peaked at number 74 on the Billboard 200 and number 3 on the Christian charts, and has sold over 100,000 copies. 3 singles were released from the album. The first, Welcome Home, reached number 2 on the U.S. Christian charts and number 1 on Reach FM's Top 40 chart and the R&A Christian Inspirational chart, staying there for 3 weeks. The second single was Wish, and, in 2007, the third single, Over My Head, was released. During this time, he maintained his duties as a member of the Backstreet Boys. In the summer of 2005, his solo single, In Christ Alone, went to number 1 on the Christian charts on July 4. Littrell was a winner of the 2006 GMA Dove Award for Inspirational Recorded Song of the Year for In Christ Alone. In the next few years he would win 3 more Doves for collaboration projects. In 2008, Special Event Album of the Year for Glory Revealed and the Inspirational Recorded Song of the Year for By His Wounds, from that album. And in 2010, Special Event Album of the Year for Glory Revealed 2, TV and film appearances. Littrell made appearances with the Backstreet Boys on Arthur, Sesame Street, and Sabrina the Teenage Witch. He also performed with the Backstreet Boys on Saturday Night Live, in 1998 and 1999. In 2002, Littrell voiced himself on an episode of Arthur. In 2013, Littrell made an appearance in the comedy This Is the End, along with the rest of the Backstreet Boys. Personal life. 2 months after joining the Backstreet Boys, Littrell started dating Samantha Stonebreaker, a relationship that continued for 4 years. Littrell even lived with Samantha's family for 2 years. In 1998, after their separation, she released the book What You Wanna Know, Backstreet Boys Secrets Only a Girlfriend Can Tell, about their relationship and the Backstreet Boys. In 1997, Littrell met model and actress Legan Wallace at the video shoot for their single As Long As You Love Me. He proposed on Christmas Eve night of 1999, and their engagement along with the engagement of Littrell's cousin and bandmate Kevin Richardson's engagement to Kristen Willits was announced on MTV in February 2000. Littrell and Wallace were married on September 2, 2000 at Peachtree Christian Church in Atlanta, Georgia. Both are committed evangelical Christians. Together they have one son, by Lee Thomas Y. Lee Littrell, born on November 26, 2002. Religious belief: a devout Christian, Littrell has stated that he believes it is the duty of Christians to be open about their faith, saying, "I think as Christians we need to join hands and mount up together and lift God up and talk about our faith publicly and talk about all of the things God has done for us in our life to touch other people." Littrell, who has been a born-again Christian since the age of 8, has said that he attributes his success in life to God, and that his faith has always been the utmost important thing in his life. Discography. Albums, singles, see also. Backstreet Boys, list of Christian worship music artists. References. External links, official website, official Backstreet Boys website, Brian Littrell on MySpace, Brian Littrell at the Internet Movie Database.